for the weather. This is that time on Cruise Control when I talk about something that's a little different. That's not always entertainment, but it brings back to entertainment news. And something that came down that I've been waiting to talk about. I'm like, it's a great Friday show topic because Telomere Pharmaceuticals came forward with an idea, a pill. It's not even an idea, it's a conceptualized pill that can de-age you. De-age you. I honestly, if you guys know me on Cruise Control, I've talked about a million times, I never want to die. I want to live forever. That's me. Brian Kruse has so much time. He has no time. He has so much he wants to do in that time he has. But that time goes by fast. We all talk about it, right? We all talk about it. But Telomere Pharmaceuticals came up with a thing that will actually extend your life. So the new 90s is the new 40. It's big. They've been testing on rats. They've been testing on now dogs. And dogs have been taking this pill form. After 3 days, they de-age by decades. 200 times they de-age by. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. And what they do is they mess with what they call their telomeres. The telomeres, what they do, there's a part of your chromosomes that the telomeres are involved with. And what they do is they stretch them out. When they stretch them out, it causes your stem cells to regenerate and regenerate and regenerate. So they tried it on, again, I said, rats. Right now it's in dogs. And there's dogs that almost died going through cancerous situations. They took this pill within 3 days. They became puppies again. It's a real thing. It's a real fucking thing. And so now dogs can live to be 50. 50. And in 2025, they're going to start, which is fucking months away, they're going to start giving to humans. And at that point, we can go from 90, we're 90 years old, take this pill, we're 40 again. It de-ages you. It makes you regenerate. And what does that do to Hollywood? That's the question. So I want to show this. That's the question. That's the fucking question. I mean, for everybody, of course, Brandon, everybody. But I want to watch this little video because it's very quick. It's like 3 minutes, but I want to show you like the inside news scope of this. We're going to talk about how it can actually affect the business. So here is the video of Zeus, who's a dog that almost died. He was in dying in like 2 months, they said, or I think it was a month. And he took this pill and turned to a pup again. Here's the video.
A 12-year-old German Shepherd who is full of life.
He's doing marvelously. He goes out to our pool and he swims and he has fun and he plays with the tennis ball.
But less than 6 months ago, Zeus was near death.
This is Zeus's pill.
His caretaker, Marcia Panucci at Dante's Den in Mayaca City, says she woke up one morning in March to find the dog clinging to life. Panucci rushed Zeus to the vet.
Leave him alone, man.
Along the way into the ER, he was flatlining. And he did that about 3 times.
He was diagnosed with terminal cancer. Veterinarians operated and removed his spleen, but his prognosis remained poor. So Panucci connected with this team of medical experts who are conducting a groundbreaking age reversal clinical trial on dogs.
I sent him an email already.
The CEO of Telomere Pharmaceuticals, Dr. Christopher Chapman, partnering with Dr. Michael Wilson to test a new drug aimed at lengthening telomere caps on human stem cells.
Right, Queen?
As humans age, telomeres shorten, increasing the chance of age-related diseases and inflammatory conditions.
If you can increase telomeres, you can reproduce stem cells and keep repairing things so that you can get literally younger.
Dr. Roizen says the drug's preclinical data from a previous in vitro human cell study showed that telomeres lengthened by 200%.
Oh boy.
Zeus, while not part of the clinical trials, was granted access to the medication due to his dire situation. In April, Marcia was instructed to give him 1 pill a day. She says she saw results almost immediately.
Within a few days, it didn't take long, we started to see that he's got some energy. And then, oh gee, he wants to go out and play. Oh, his appetite is back.
cool.
I mean, things started rolling out
How fucking
after
crazy
this,
is
and it's
everybody-
right
Is that like
before
where
your
you're
eyes.
this shit.
Is that
A
like your
recent
full
scan
run?
on Zeus showed
Yeah,
the
fuck
cancer
yeah,
in
I
his
just
body was
teabagged that polar
completely
today.
gone. Marcia says the results were so remarkable,
Never
she
going
got
swimming there
approval
again.
to medicate
I'm
another
sorry.
dog.
Hey, Brandon, it's
Yeah.
fine. It's,
Her 12-year-old,
I teabag after I jump in.
150-pound Newfie, Benson,
Is that when your balls
who
slap
could
the
barely
water?
walk
Like,
due to severe
Yes,
arthritis.
I'm sorry. I've been drinking
We
all day.
have
I love
watched
you all.
him get better and better
you might like
better.
ruin your
And
balls.
last week, he started galloping.
We didn't need to go there.
He started
Welcome to
Let him
Kruse
running
Show,
a little
Nature,
bit.
God damn it.
And he's a
Hold on,
different
I
dog.
have to pee.
Marcia calls the transformations nothing short of a miracle.
Thanks for sharing that.
And doctors
I'm just going to
believe
stop this for a second because here's what it comes down to. Because the video, of course, is very engaging and all that shit. But I would say this: so, what they're using it for?
Let the dog die.
No, don't let the dog fucking die, Brandon.
Listen,
be mean,
it's
Brandon.
the natural order of things. We're messing with it. This is a cautionary tale that's been told several times. I don't believe that we should extend life like this because it's just going to be a population control thing, and we're not going to be able to keep up with it, and everyone's going to live forever, and then we're just going to run out of resources.
Tale as old as time.
Exactly, Brian. I can't think of a better Beauty and the Beast reference than this story right here.
If I could turn back time.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
I can
I don't
find
know.
a way.
I'm,
So, Brandon,
adamantly.
Brandon,
I'd bring
I'm going to you
10
first.
years right to your house.
And Angela's not okay with this. So I'm going to you first, Brandon, because you're so adamant, Brandon. So
Very adamant.
okay,
Thank you for
I have,
saying
okay.
it.
I have
Thank
umbrage.
you.
I have very much umbrage.
let's all take a minute. Let's breathe. Okay, so this is a big thing. This is a big thing.
Yeah.
This has not ever been into fruition like it is right now. No one's talking about this, by the way. That's what really drives me nuts about this. This has been out there for a little bit of time, and no one's talking about it. And this is one of those situations where I'm like, we can talk about it. Let's have a conversation. And the business will change dramatically if this works, Brandon. So,
Why? What does this have to do with entertainment? I don't understand.
think about this.
Connect here.
Think about this. This pill comes out, right? Think about it. Pill comes out, and you can de-age yourself by decades. Will Tom Cruise take this?
Oh, actor. Okay, like actors who are always trying to look younger. I see.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise will take this, yes.
Yes. Answer that. Will, of course. There's a lot of thirsty old actors. Sorry, GR. Thirsty
That's all
old
right.
actors.
I've already signed up.
I know. Let's go to Robert De Niro. Let's go. Who just had a kid in his late 70s. You know, let's go with Al Pacino. You just had kids. You're that actor, and you've been acting your whole life, winning Academy Awards, and they take this. How does this reinvigorate and change the whole industry? Will we ever be the same if this actually comes to fruition? And is this a good thing or a bad thing for film in general, Brandon?
I don't know. I can't speak to film, but I can speak to just humanity, and I feel like anytime you're messing with like longevity and living forever, it always, and maybe it's just because I work in the movies, it always seems like the first act of a dystopian movie. Yeah, where they're all like, "Oh, this is great. Let's all do this," and everyone take the pill, and then smash cut to like 4 years later, and we're all trying to survive a zombie apocalypse. Or
We're fucking living off Gatorade.
Yeah, I feel like there's got to be more to this. I don't know if the science is there yet, and I know it sounds like very conspiracy theory guy, but like I just don't know. I mean, if it's working in dogs, that's cool. You can keep your dog for another 50 years. That's great, but like I just don't know if human trials are needed at this point. I feel like there's a population. We have a population control. There's already too many people. Why do we want people to live longer? Which I know sounds harsh, but I'm very skeptical.
You wouldn't take it? You wouldn't take it?
Oh, I'd probably take it on my deathbed for sure. I'm preaching this right now, but on the deathbed, I'd be like, no, give me another 20 years. But
That's a conversation though. That's the conversation though, Brandon. Like, let's say like a lot of actors these days, they want like how do I fucking live forever? How do I keep going? And a lot of people don't want to die, you know? A lot of people don't want to die.
They don't want to die, but they also don't want to be replicated by AI. And I feel like this is a way to avoid that, because you're like, oh, I'm going to live forever, so there's no need to replicate me.
But what if you had that opportunity, though? You cannot imagine, like, think about the business, though, in general. Writers, too. You're a writer, right? And the best writers in the world, they pass away, the next generation takes over. Is that going to affect how young generations can find a job and a fucking forum for their ideas?
No, I don't think so. I think there's always going to be a room. If you can tell a good story, you can get hired to do something. It might not be great money, but you can get hired to do something if you can tell a good story. And I think that there's the thing, you know, yes, it works in a dog, which I know this sounds bad, but like a dog has a smaller brain than a human. So
That's true.
Let's say I take this pill. Am I me now as like a cool 37-year-old, or am I me as a, like, if I'm like, you know, in my 80s taking this thing, do I revert back to that, or am I just like a guy in his 80s who's like spry and like, yeah, I'm still in my 80s and ready to do stuff? But like, I don't know if that's living really, because you're just kind of like, you're just kind of waiting to die at that point. You're just kind of waiting for the finish line.
Well, the way they describe it is like you would be yourself, but your body would regenerate, because the idea of it is
my brain is bigger than a dog brain, and my body is like, I feel like more complex than a dog body. Maybe not the body, but the brain at least is a little.
You would think so.
Yeah.
But they're saying is like the way the again, a dog, they're saying like, oh, well, you live to be 14, right? All of us will be 50. If it works the way they think it's going to work, you would go from being 90 years old, like you're 90 years old, you take this fucking pill. Within a month, you're 30 years old again. Your body regenerates because it stimulates.
What does that mean? So my wrinkles go away? And like
yes.
What? Are you
yes.
serious? Oh my God.
Yes.
I don't know, man. That sounds so sketchy.
You ain't got no wrinkles, dude.
And I know, like, right now I'm like a young guy, like, yeah, whatever. But like, it does sound kind of sketch to me.
Yes, but if it worked though, can you imagine? Like, think about De Niro. He turns 90. He takes the pill and he's like 30 again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How's that change the business?
Well, I don't know.
Well,
we have to
plastic surgeons won't have jobs
we have
anymore.
to make Taxi Driver 2.
We got that immediately, right? We got that immediately.
Yeah.
Cape Fear
That's how
can be made over again.
He can literally reprise all his roles from the young days, and we. Can
And
just
why
make
would they not take it? If you're not,
to answer your question, for entertainment, it's great. For humanity, terrible.
it's horrible.
Yeah.
We have to expand to like fucking Mars, the
Put a cap
moon,
on
all
it
that
for
shit.
those who have children, because like the whole purpose of reproduction, we're here to reproduce.
Oh, Angela, that's a big conversation I didn't even think about. I didn't think about that tonight. Reproduction.
So if you have you're married, right, or you have a partner, whatever. Your kids are meant to replace you.
Yes.
So when you think about, like, let's say you don't have kids and you're like single or whatever. So maybe you allow those people to do the telomere stuff, but like, because you have offspring that are meant to replace you, like you just have to go through the natural aging process and just,
But but think about it for like, I mean, I hate to be like this, but like, think about like the natural timetable. You know what I mean? The natural timetable.
Yes.
You're a woman and you're like, I know, like, I can only go for so long. I mean, it's a weird conversation to have, right? But now you take this pill, and within 3 months or 3 weeks, 3 weeks to a month, you're back to being 22 years old again. You know?
I mean,
I actually think it's fair.
Obviously, mentally, we're not going to be.
You will not be.
Physically, like aesthetically speaking, and like energy-wise.
I think that's amazing for a woman.
Yeah,
though.
like if it can help with like the whole point of like getting older is you have degenerative diseases that come out, right? Like naturally, your DNA, everything's kind of like breaking down. That's why you start getting sick, right? People are not like, normally super ill when they're younger.
No.
Apart from people who have some, other issues that happen, but generally speaking, you don't have that happening, right? As we get older, we start having all these random things that happen to us. So that's the whole part. And they talked about this too on whatchamacallit had testing done. Will Smith and Jada Pickett Smith, they both had these their telomeres done. You can actually, so somebody who's like, let's say you're 37, 38, whatever, and you can get your telomeres tested, right? And people even at the same age will have their telomeres will be at different lengths. So that's why people look older, when even if they're at the same age. That's why there's really no like, oh, hey, you look really good for 40. It's like, well,
telomeres.
I was telling people, I would say that's because I have good telomeres.
It stretches them out though now.
A long time ago, a while ago, like not a long time ago, but a while ago to some people because I saw and I heard about it a lot, this telomere thing. And, it's about it's your body just naturally, has its own process, right? So some people just get, and obviously different things will help, smoking or all those, but it's really about your genetics, right? Your genetic makeup at the end of the day. It's
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, all of a sudden you can control that shit? You can control it. And I think for the business, I think these...
I don't know. I have a love-hate with that. I feel like it's
I'll live forever, so I'll take it right now.
Yeah,
give me that fucking shit.
Part of me want to live forever. Am I going to live forever watching everyone else that I love die? You know what I mean? It's do I want to be around then? It's that's depressing to me.
As the only one here that's got grandkids.
Let's go with Thirsty Daddy.
I can't imagine if this turned me back 30 years, where I'm now in my late 30s, early 40s.
Would you take it, GR?
I probably would. I'd like to have hair again. But
what's the regiment though? So you take it and then you if you stop taking it, do you just overnight turn old again?
Revenge?
No, it's it works. It works. In order for it to keep working, you have to keep taking it.
Well,
so
it's a daily thing.
Daily thing. Every day you take a pill, and that's with the dogs. They said within 3 days of the dog taking the pill, it started changing, and so within 3 days, all the cancer was gone. And these dogs, they've done it multiple dogs. Within 3 days, all the cancer that was going to kill them is gone.
Hey, if it's a cure for cancer, then I'm all for it.
Yeah.
My question for me, Brian, is would it grow my sternum back?
It actually might, GR. It actually might.
You're talking about cellular regeneration, yeah.
Right.
Actually, it might.
Yeah, probably.
Actually, it might.
That would be freaky. But
because
what I was saying was, I at 40 or 30, whatever, I would be having kids that are younger than my grandkids.
Right. I know. How's it make you feel, GR?
That would be a freaky. Something I'd have to really think about, to be honest.
GR, you're a fucking freaky daddy. You'll be all about that shit. You're a fucking freaky daddy. You'd be all about that shit.
I probably would. I already sent him an email, said I'd sign up for the trials.
I'm just saying, I think with the business, though, and I think a lot of times it's actors come here, they move here, they try to make it happen. Actors get older and people take their places. I think for the business, though, I think it could really change the dynamic, And I worry about all their people getting chances to rise up and their talent shining. That's okay. Doesn't matter if you're an actor or a writer, like Brandon, or maybe you're a fucking set deck person, or you're a person that does transport. There's a lot of things that could.
Can I tell you
stagnate?
Can I tell you what worries me is not people older taking it, but hey, I'm a 19-year-old actor. Oh no, I'm gonna turn 20. I should start taking this because I'm getting old. I feel like there's a world where people start abusing it when they shouldn't be taking it. When they're like, I'm 25. TikTok.
Brandon, maybe they have
that shit.
cap. You have to be at least over 25 or 30 years old.
It definitely needs to be some, and I know. Yeah. Try not to be political on the show, but I think there needs to be some kind of regulation at least on this.
I 100% agree, though. I 100% agree.
Think about this, too. You have to remember, drugs shortages are real, right? Manufacturers who make these products and these fillers and the chemical active ingredients inside.
$500,000 a shot.
If that goes dry, you're effed. So you're going to maybe it accelerates. Maybe it doesn't. I mean, who knows, right? Like I'm thinking of Benjamin Button stuff. Like,
yeah,
I love Benjamin Button, you know, but that's what it comes down to. It's like all of a sudden, how like GR said, how much money does it cost for a shot? And the chat said that too. How much money is it for a shot or it's a pill, but how much money per pill, you know? And how many pills per fucking treatment that make you de-age at that point? That's the question. And who will become the elites? The elites get it, you know?
Yeah, I can see a world where it's only rich people. Yeah. It's only rich people that are like all young, and then like all the poor people are old.
Fuck man.
Crazy dystopian world. I don't know, man. This whole thing is like
there'd be uprisings. I'm telling you right now, there would be like there'd be like an uprising if that happened.
But it's a real thing. It's a real fucking thing. Like it's working. It's fucking working. That's the problem. That's why nobody's talking about this shit. Like nobody.
We don't know if it's working on people yet. We
don't know yet. We don't know, GR, but people are not talking about this. They're not talking about this. And this news came out, and I've heard about it. I've been waiting for like a fucking futuristic type conversation to come, and nobody's talking about it. And I'm like,
maybe we should do a movie on it. Maybe Age of Adeline. That's kind of not really the same thing.
Brandon, write it. I'm there for you, man.
Yeah, you know, I'm glad we can all have a nuanced, sober conversation about it.
Yes. Well, ISA is like
the movie Angela is The Age of Angela.
Age of Angela. There we go.
And you're going to say this
The Age of Angela. There we go. See, Brandon, you can help direct, and Brian too.
It's Angela.
I'll gladly co-star with you, Angela.
Oh yeah, and you can be in it, GR, and I was gonna say JR. We were talking about JR. I'm on the J thing right now. Sorry. No. So yes, and then I think
Queen, it's not.
What?
Queen said it's not being covered on every network, and I'm like, it's not being covered.
No, because it's weird. That's what we're covering here, so that's where people should tune in.
That's right. You heard it here. This is where people should get their news.
Network.
Come to Cruise Control.
You should get.
I know, right? Isn't it fucked up that we're talking about nobody else is?
I haven't heard anyone talk about telomeres in I don't know how long. It's been years. Like
this is going to human trials, Angela.
What?
It's going to human trials.
Well, yeah. I mean, then you'll find probably more network news talking about it besides a station in Sarasota, Florida. But I mean, nonetheless, it went. No, I mean, I totally understand. Someone's got to do a story somewhere, but.
Oh, fuck. Edward Hyde. Fuck.
There's a lot of old people in Florida, so it kind of makes sense.
Does anybody see Edward Hyde's fucking post here now? He said, did he be in prison forever if we took it?
But I have to say, eternal youth may sound appealing, but you can't lose sight of the value and experience of wisdom of natural aging. I mean, there's nothing you can kind of take away from that.
I'm sorry, I love Highlander. I'm sorry, guys.
I mean,
it sounded like somebody ran over a cat, so I was,
yeah, fuck it. I think end of the day,
I got a headache.
Yeah. End of the day, we have no idea how this could affect what comes forward, but we will say this. When it comes to the business, we have to inform you because it could change monumentally where it goes. We appreciate the business so much that you have to know about it. And I hope that it allows people to still grow and develop and find themselves, but it might fuck up all of society. We won't know until it gets there.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the pep star needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.
Control.